Kempy, it's great to have you back for this new event. You had a pretty good year in America last year. How's your form been as far as you can tell?
Not too bad. I've been home since Not too bad. Been home since the 10th of December and just been working with my coach, getting back into the swing of things. So I'm not really sure what's going to happen this week, but I'm looking forward to it.
Talk to us a little bit about the Kari Webb influence. You're obviously playing for the Kari Webb Cup this week. Do you remember your first meeting with Kari and what's your relationship with her?
Yeah, Webby's awesome. When I was growing up, she was world number one, which was awesome. I remember getting my LPGA Tour card, and she was one of the first people to email me, and we've been lucky enough to have a pretty good relationship, and we have a few Queensland, New South Wales bets throughout the year that have embarrassed myself and embarrassed her, which is good. But no, it's great to be playing for a trophy that's got her name on it.
Just for the background for all you people, Sarah had 2 top 5s on the LPGA last year and was tied 19th at the Evian Championship, which is a major, and she was also in the hunt at the Pure Silk Championship until late. Any questions? Jimmy.
Sarah, is this sort of the perfect start for your year? You got guaranteed 4 rounds, guaranteed check, and to see where your game's at before you get ready to head back home?
Absolutely perfect. There's no better way to start the year, especially playing at home too. My coach is here, so he can see where my game's at before I head over to the States. But no, it's the absolute ideal start.
And last year, your status was you weren't getting into everything, the LPGA stuff. Do you think that actually helped you play really well when you did get a start? Because every time you seem to get a start with the event, you played some really good golf.
So my status last year was actually it was better than the year before. So I got into more than I thought I would, but it wasn't that sort of last minute stuff where I had to worry about booking a flight more later. The majors I had to all qualify for. But yeah, it definitely helps when you know you're going to be into, like, next year. I can already plan for a couple of majors and book flights and accommodation for that, which is really, really cool.
And the work with John in the lead up to this, is it just fine-tuning stuff or anything major with the year ahead? Or?
No, just fix-up type of work, nothing major. I feel like I've been doing the same stuff for my whole career, so he looks at it but yeah, usually the same stuff, just putting a band-aid on it and working on it, through these months and get set for the rest of the year.
And the golf course this week, probably a bit shorter than what you're used to playing LPGA Tour events, but small greens, hard greens, and pins can be pretty tough when it's the guys and the girls at the same time. How do you sort of see the course playing for you this week?
Yeah, I walked the back 9 yesterday. I played here when I was a kid, one of the amateur events, but it's completely different. But yeah, like you said, it feels pretty generous off the tee, but small greens. But yeah, you've got to be. It feels like a second shot golf course, which is great. I love if you miss the green, it's not going to be an easy up and down. So it should be a good challenge for all of us.
Just to sort of expand on that, the format and the guys and the girls playing at the same time, I guess it's something that everyone's kind of asking. But your thoughts on that?
The Vic Opens has been my favourite tournament ever all year to play in. It's so cool playing along the guys and practicing with them, and you're just hitting balls next to them on the range. I played junior golf and amateur golf with a lot of the boys, and I haven't seen them in 10, 15 years, so it's nice to catch up and just see, be around them is great. So it's awesome to have another event like that, and I hope we get more.
I just wanted to go to something that you told Tony Wiebeke last year, heading into one of the majors, about the pressure you felt, Sarah, with Kari Webb being world number one and you being earmarked as the next Aussie superstar. And now we've got these youngsters like Hannah Green and Benji Lee that really taking the pressure off everyone who's an Aussie on the tour. What's it been like for you seeing their development, and if you can take us back to what it was like for you being under that sort of pressure?
I think, I had a pretty good amateur career, and there were some comparisons right as I turned pro. So I think I felt a little bit of pressure back then, but I mean, Kari's career is like, it's Hall of Fame. It's one in, even if you had 15% of her career, you've had a great career. So I don't really feel any type of pressure, and I don't think the girls coming up should either. Hannah and Minji have won majors in the last few years, and that's awesome. But to feel what Kari did, it's a big ask. I definitely think they can do it, but I don't think they should feel pressure to have a career like Kari.
The next come up the rank is Steph Kyriakou. Do you mentor someone like her? Do you talk to her because of your experience on tour about what it's going to be? Because now she's got a card, she's coming over to your plane.
This morning I had to spend 20 minutes downloading an app to sign some papers for her to get a visa. So yeah, I guess I'm helping along the process to get her over to America. But yeah, I mean, I'm here if, I guess being, on tour now for so long, if any of the girls need any help, just travel or visas or stuff like that, I'm happy to help and I'm definitely there for all the girls.
And I don't want to belabor the point. You haven't won yet, apart from obviously being paid opportunity. Is there a bit of pressure on you personally that you'd like to get one of those tournaments, particularly in the States, but maybe even a Curry World Cup just to sort of put up an event, so to speak?
Yeah, I'd love to win. I finished second on the LPGA and third, fourth, whatever. It'd be awesome to get a win, but I'm not putting too much pressure on myself. I had my best year last year, and I had a really good chat with Brad Kennedy yesterday, and he's 47 now, and he talked about his last 10 years being the best of his career. So I nailed him down and got some good nuggets to take for my next 10 years. But yeah, do I think it's possible? Yes. I feel healthy, I feel fit, so that's the plan. The plan's to still win.
Sarah, after you, we're going to interview, just here.
Oh, sorry.
We're going to interview Minwoo Lee, who's had a great year but still struggles to be the best player in his family. You've had a fair bit to do with Minji. How much has he got his work cut out to match what she's done, and how impressed have you been with that?
Look, that's awesome. Those two, they're great talents. Represent Australia wonderfully. Very happy for both of them. But yeah, I'm going for Minji to win a couple more.
Any more?
Just can I ask? Obviously enjoy it with the guys, but does the dynamic change when you're out there with the guys? Like, have you got to try to not try and be as long? How does the mindset sort of fit when you are alongside the guys?
I don't know. I don't really feel a mindset change, to be honest. I'm playing against the girls, but I love playing, with the guys. I walked around with some of the boys yesterday and had a practice round of back nine with some wedges and putter, and I loved watching, the shots that they played. But doesn't really, change my mindset. How they play the golf versus the golf course versus how the girls would play the golf course. I just like being around them.
Do you find a bit of the chatters a bit more interesting with the guys, or can you be just as brutal with the girls?
No, it's probably similar. No, it's not any different. It's just really, really awesome to have these mixed events like this, and I've never heard about coming from all the girls. We all love it. I really hope that there's more going forward. It's awesome.